right, team. One of the objectives that we're going to learn about today is describing how the setting adds to the story. So, a setting, you might remember, is where a story takes place. So, what is the setting of Harry Potter? Where does Harry Potter take place? Let's see if a scholar knows this one. You can pause the video real quick. Cool. I also hope you remembered that Harry Potter takes place in Hogwarts, right? You might have seen the movie, you might have read the book. You know, Hogwarts is this really magical place, and you couldn't write Harry Potter without Hogwarts, right? What's the setting of Among Us? Where does Among Us take place? Cool, you should have gotten it takes place in this. I think it's a ship. Oh my goodness. Correct Miss Watson if I got that wrong. But it looks like it takes place on like a ship and they're all crew members, you know, working to make everything run the way it should. Okay, I'm 1,000 years old, sorry. But we know that setting or where a story takes place is super important to any story we read. So remember that the setting of our story is Copenhagen, Denmark in the 1940s during Nazi occupation. So we got to get on a virtual tour last week of Copenhagen. This is what Copenhagen looks like today. It's a city in Denmark. It's by the ocean, so it's got lots of these like old houses and boats that run through the city. And this is what Nazi occupation looked like, right? So during Nazi occupation, it wasn't like a peaceful street that you'd walk down. You might see soldiers all around. You might see tanks. And it's kind of a frightening scene. So we're going to look at our open-ended question, and this might even require more of a discussion with your teacher. But why do you think telling the story in Copenhagen during Nazi occupation is important to the story? So I want you to think about how the story might be different if it took place somewhere else. Maybe it took place in the United States during World War II. How would it be different if the story took place in the present day versus during World War II? So think about how the setting adds to this story. You can use the sentence stem. The setting is important to the story because. So take a couple of minutes and answer this question.